Namaste. Today we're going to be discussing Tirikita. Tirikita is a subject that beginning tabla students always have a certain fascination with, and it unfortunately is one that as one is beginning to learn tabla can create a lot of confusion because of the myriad of styles of Tirikita. Well, today we're going to discuss these various styles, their various advantages and their various disadvantages. Let's start with one of the oldest tabla Tirikitas, and I mean not a Pakawaj Tirikita, which is of course much older, but one of the first of the tabla Tirikitas, which is the old Delhi style. We will start with the middle finger, come in with the index finger, left hand, and then return with the middle finger. Tirikita, Tirikita, Tirikita. Now, you can practice this, but you will probably find this to be the least useful form of Tirikita. Even long ago, the Delhi musicians abandoned this form of Tirikita for an innovation which was developed in Ajrara. The Ajrara form of Tirikita will go T with the middle finger, Ra with the index finger, Ka, and then come back down with our last two fingers. Notice that we're usually coming down to our home position. Tirikita, 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 Tirikita. The advantage of coming down to our home position is if we want to play na, da, din, it becomes easier. Tirikita da, Tirikita da, Tirikita din. Now, this, as I said, was an Ajrata innovation, but it so long ago became imported back into Delhi that very oftentimes we refer to this as the Delhi Tirikita today, which is actually a misnomer because it's actually Ajrata. Now, there is the oldest form of Tirikita at all, which comes before the tabla, and that's the Pakawaj form. Tirikita. Now, this form of Tirikita has much more power to it, but it can be very awkward you'll know this by trying to play Tirikita, Tirikita. This double iteration of this technique right here is very difficult. But for this one, which we tend to call today the Purbi style Tirikita, starts with the last three fingers, index finger, Ka, and again back to the last three fingers. So this is what we have now. We have our Purbi Tirikita, Tirikita, which is our new Delhi Tirikita. We have the old Delhi Tirikita, Tirikita. Now we also have variations upon it. We can start in one way and return in another. This gives us a lot of technical advantages. For instance, we can start Purbi, Tirikita, and then return back with our modern Delhi style. Tirikita. This is very, very good if we wish to do compositions or phrases like Tirikita da, Tirikita da, Tirikita da. We can start Delhi and then finish Purbi, Tirikita. That would come in phrases like Tirikita taka Tirikita, Tirikita taka Tirikita. Alright, so in other words, the bottom line is we have Old Delhi, Modern Delhi, which is the Ajrata, Purbi. We also have variations like starting Delhi and ending Purbi, starting Purbi and ending Delhi. And so we have a number of them, and I no doubt that you could probably come up with a few more, but these are the most common ones. So in this one we discuss the various forms of Tirikita, and if you experiment with all of them in different contexts, you'll see that what works well in one context may not work well in another context. So experiment with the different ones and become comfortable with it. And when you become comfortable, then you will know that having a lot of different variations, a lot of different approaches to Tirikita will get you out of a lot of different, sometimes awkward situations when you're playing. Thank you. Namaskar. And if you would like more information, check out www.chandrakanta.com. That's Chandrakantha.com. Or you can email me at david@chandrakanta.com. Thank you. Namaskar.